So it seems that Laurence Fox has now been sacked from GB News, and he said it's a joke. Now, any of you actually believe that GB News was actually going to be an alternative media outlet that was going to give us the truth would be off their heads. Serious. There was no chance that would ever be. Do you think a system that we've got, I've got it back on the site now, do you think a system that we've got would actually let something have that level of ability to be able to get to the general public and tell them the truth? Moreover, do you think if they were actually a decent media outlet and all about the truth, they wouldn't be reporting on the fact that all of these migrants coming over are all male, right, and that they're an invading army? Do you not think that they'd be talking about the amount of rape that a certain demographic have been doing to white and Sikh women in the UK for God knows how many years? Do you not think they'd be talking about hugely other allegedly taboo subjects, right, that the average media network wouldn't even dream of touching? No, of course not, because they're controlled opposition. Now, people like Laurence Fox, whether he is all part of an elaborate or whatever, elaborate, I don't know, a bit of cinema for us to believe that, oh, you know, we do have a few people that's standing up and look what happens, or whether you just believe he was another part to play and that's it, is up to you. Personally, I don't think that anything that gets anywhere near the system, a camera that's been approved, all right, for your consumption, I don't believe that anybody that gets near there that hasn't been thoroughly vetted and is actually working for the system. I know that sounds conspiratorial, but do you know, in the old days, if I'd have told you half of what was going on now, you'd have thought I was absolutely off my tits. But here we are, and it is. So, any of you still following GB News and thinking it speaks for the people and it's an opposition to the current thing, think again. Sorry to let you down. The only thing that we actually have that stands up against whatever is individual and independent people like myself, and obviously people that do it a lot better than me, who aren't paid for by the system, who aren't part of, well, what's the name of that organisation that makes sure that it's all done properly? I can't remember. You'll probably let me know in the comments, but you know the one. And that's why obviously this child protection safety bill thing's come about. It's got nothing to do with looking after kids, because at the end of the day, the people that set these rules out are quite interested in fucking kids. So there it is. However, this is just to do to tie up the loose ends and get rid of anybody who speaks the truth. Because as things get worse, which they will, you'll have a very, very, very watered down reporting on by GB News and others like it. I mean, fuck's sake, it's got Farage on there, right? That should tell you a lot of what you need to know. But anyway, the people who actually do have the minerals to speak out, they'll get binned off because they don't fit this bill. So we're all aware that at some point or another we'll be off the internet, which is great, because the moment we get off the internet, we're going to get on our feet and we'll go to local council and start doing that, right? We will not ever go away. We'll just become more of a pain in the ass. Now, we might disappear at some point, but that's not by our choice. But that's in the future. And, well, we'll deal with that when it comes. But yeah, seriously, if any of you are watching GB News and thinking, oh, that's not very good, really? It's like when you look at the political system. They give you two parties, right, that are only ever getting a K in. And they tell you that this one stands for this and this one stands for that. And the truth is they give you two options. Both options that you vote for will end up coming back to whatever it is that they actually want. So it really doesn't matter. You think you've got democracy, but you don't. Now, the BBC is nothing but a propaganda channel. And just because GB News is not pushing the propaganda as hard, there'll be subtle parts. It doesn't stand for you. It's not for you. It's to hoodwink you. So bear that in mind. Anyway, see you in a bit.